What's up? It's Mack from Y100, and Dan from Imagine Dragons is stopping by the studio next.
Woo! Woo! I love you, Dan.
Y100, your boy Mack, hanging out. Dan from Imagine Dragons.
Hey.
Dude, you were about to clap, Nina Lisa?
I was about to clap.
Because that's normally what
Here
you
we
do
go.
on radio.
Woo!
Big clap it like
Big
there's
clap.
a huge audience in here.
Neither of the mind. There's like
So many
50 people in here.
Yes.
Calm down.
Calm down, guys. Hold on. Autographs later. Chill out. Chill out. What's been like the biggest crowd response that you just felt overwhelmed? Because there's had to been that moment where you're like, whoa,
Yeah.
security. Give me a second.
I think lately, just coming back to the States and playing these shows like 10,000 people a night. We're so used to playing small clubs.
Right.
So I've been overwhelmed honestly every night.
Okay. Now, you're from Utah, right? Is that it?
I'm
Is that
from
true?
Vegas. The
From
guitarist
Vegas.
is from Utah.
Oh, guitarist from Utah. So being from Vegas and that being a hometown,
Sure.
is that weird? Like Vegas is my hometown because that's like over the top. Everything
You know,
entertainment.
it's hard to say because I have no perspective. It's all
Okay.
I know. I was born and raised there. But yeah, most people when I tell them I'm from Vegas, they think I was like born in a hotel and bathed in the fountains of the
That's
Bellagio.
right.
Nice. That's not true. That's not
No,
true.
it is true.
He was baptized at the Bellagio.
That's the way it goes. Yep.
Okay.
So
got
did
it.
a fan break your hand? You poor thing?
No,
Yeah,
what happened?
I was in Berlin and it's really stupid actually. I punched a drum on stage.
Nice.
Were you upset?
I wasn't really upset.
Is it
I
the
just
moment?
was in
You
the
were in the
moment.
moment?
Yeah, and I was like, I don't know what I wasn't thinking. It was like, I'm gonna punch a drum and then punch a drum.
Well, hey, it's a great story today,
So,
so thank
I
you.
guess.
Thank you for doing
It
that.
was like, at what point did you realize, oh man, I broke it? Was it
Right
after?
when I did it.
Oh, okay.
Right when I did it, I heard a snap, and then it was luckily our last song. So then I put my hand up to say goodbye, and it was like a gummy worm on my arm. You know what I mean? It was like, it just flopped.
So how many
Aw.
drinks did you have?
0. I was
Zero?
sober.
Oh,
yeah.
sober. Oh man, I can't
Oh.
imagine what you do if you were drunk.
I know, dude. It was.
Yeah, because when you're sober, you feel the pain. When you're
Right.
I was
drunk,
actually,
you
you
don't.
know what? I did have a steroid shot earlier
Okay.
in the day for my throat, and it does. They do say it makes you a little aggressive.
Okay. So
Yeah.
maybe it was that.
Maybe, but the drum won. Dude. It doesn't make you
Huh.
tougher. It just makes you more thinking that you're tougher.
Okay, so now you have to be left-handed. Everything's a
Yep.
challenge.
Yeah, it's really actually it's crazy. It's in the 2 weeks now that I've, you had to use my left hand, which I'm right-handed.
Okay.
It's you really like learn quickly. Like
Okay.
I'm now at first brushing my teeth even was like the hardest thing ever.
Right.
But 2 weeks in, I feel like I'm gonna become what's the word? Ambidextrous.
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 Nice.
Yeah.
Look at you, Mac. I thought you were
College
smart.
word.
Nice.
Wow.
Yes.
SAT word, guys.
Nice.
Kids stay in school.
Oh, man, yep.
If you weren't doing this, what would you be doing? Because that's always a good
Yeah.
question I love to ask. artists.
Yeah, I was preparing to go into the FBI. That's which is
Really?
a very different field. Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. I had gone to a couple seminars, and that's where my mindset was. But it's funny because my mom was like, no, she sat me down. She's like, are you sure that you'd be okay if you had to shoot someone and kill someone? And I remember like, really thinking about that and like contemplating. And I was like, all right. Well, instead, I'm going to pursue what I've done my entire life, which
Music.
I love, music.
Right.
And she's like, wait, actually, I think you'd be okay killing someone. You know what I mean? Like,
It's fine.
yeah, it's totally fine. You'd be cool.
Okay,
You're heartless.
so that's total polar opposites. I mean,
Yeah.
FBI,
I know, right?
rock star. So what drug you into being like doing the FBI? Was it movies?
You
Or,
know,
like watching like Donnie
I just-
Brasco and
Maybe, I don't know. I just since I was a young kid, it's always what interested me.
Mm.
I just had a big interest for especially I love the whole DEA. I probably would have wanted to be involved with some sort of drug enforcement, but it just seemed to I want something that every day is new and fresh to me and exciting and I like something a little dangerous and
Punching
just,
drums.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
So I chose, that's the way I wanted to go. It just felt right, it drew me to it. But music is all I had done since I was a young kid, and so it was really kind of the more obvious choice.
So talking about the band forming, because obviously you said the guitarist is from Utah. How did you guys all get together? 'Cause
Yeah,
not a
I
lot of
met-
people know the backstory. on
Totally, yeah. I met Wayne, the guitarist, through a mutual friend. I just wanted to start a band. He said, look, I know this guy who just graduated from Berklee School of Music in Boston, which I knew was, a prestigious college to go to. And so I spoke with him, and we got in a room together and just jammed and really hit it off. And he had just graduated with these other 2 dudes from Berkeley, and said, "Hey, you want to join this band?" Here's a couple demos we done, and they were into it. And so they moved to Vegas kind of on a whim. Everybody did. I just said, let's move to Vegas.
But like those stories, those hardship stories are the best ones.
No, I think every band needs to go through. It's funny because people are like, "Man, you guys have blown up overnight." We're like, well, we really have been living off people's couches for 4 years. I think every band needs to go through that kind of phase of starving and just playing everything and living off your fans' couches because it makes you appreciate where you're at now.
Your favorite rock star moment when you realized, hey, not punching the drum, besides punching the drum.
Yeah, that wasn't a rock star.
What was your? That was kind of a rock star moment. But what was your main rock star moment that you've had over the past couple of years?
I think, this girl came up. I remember the first time someone got something tattooed, which now it happens a lot. But the first time, it really took me back. They had tattooed some lyrics that I'd written, and I remember thinking, man, what if like those lyrics had been like just a joke to me? Or one night I was just like, what rhymes with that? And I just wrote something that didn't mean something to me. So it was a good moment for me to reflect and say, everything I write needs to really mean something to me because people, that's how serious they take it. They'll put it on their body for the rest of their life.
So that was a serious song. It wasn't just a BS
song. It was,
song.
yeah.
Okay,
No,
I just want to make
Luckily,
sure.
I haven't really.
You didn't lie to her.
I haven't gotten lazy and just written about nothing. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I'm sure there's got to be times where artists are like, "What sounds cool?" Like, the sky's blue.
Yeah, Taylor Swift does it all the time.
Excuse me. I'm not getting there.
You gotta be a Taylor Swift fan, I'm sorry.
Well, we didn't get a tattoo, but we did get you cookies.
Yes, you did. Are you ready for
that's
this?
The way to my heart.
Here we go. All right, we nailed it.
Oh my God.
So if
It's
you
not a
guys,
tattoo.
You guys are so cool.
if you guys were still living on the road or living in somebody's house, you guys would have to split this basket. But now you're a rock star, you can eat it all yourself.
I'm gonna take it. No, I'll share it with you guys. But
You better.
I won't share it with Ben just because he's trying to cut back on the sweets a little bit. But
No,
I'll give it to all of them. This is wow.
So
Thank
was
you
I, and
guys.
I had half a box. You see that?
Yeah,
Where did you
totally
go?
demolished
Oh
the
my
box.
gosh! Wow.
Actually, I lied. It was actually our camera crew that got it
Yeah.
for you.
Oh, really?
Cookies by Shar hooked it up.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much.
Anything you want to say to your fans here in South Florida? Because I know you
Totally.
have a show going on.
Yeah, dude. I think that it's crazy because Florida is just in itself has just kind of been a home to us very early on. Kind of, I remember they were one of the first people to believe in its time. And so to be here, it's just we're really grateful for the people who've kind of waited because it took us a while to get over here. We weren't here for the first couple of years. We couldn't afford to even travel to the East Coast. So we're just grateful, and thanks for waiting, and we'll be here much more frequent.
Cool. All right, Dan, Magic Dragons, thank you so much, man.
Thank you, my
Appreciate
friend.
it.
Yeah.